Learn English with simple stories. After listening, I will explain new words and give you questions to check your understanding. So, let's begin. Listen carefully. Would you trade family for fortune? A long time ago, in a small, humble house, there lived a family that was very poor. But the father, the mother, and their young daughter loved each other dearly. Each of them had their amazing talents. The father was very smart, always coming up with brilliant ideas. The mother was very skilled and careful, able to create beautiful handmade products. The daughter, though young, was eager to help and contributed in every way she could. One day, they decided to start a small business to earn money. The father looked for old, broken items and brought them home. The mother fixed and restored them into new and beautiful crafts. The daughter helped by introducing their goods to everyone in the village, spreading the word about their hard work and making sales. Soon, they became rich and successful merchants, beloved and respected by everyone in the village. Their hard work and unity had paid off, and they were admired by all for their success and strong family bond. However, after the family became wealthy, everything started to change. The father, once warm, became distant and focused only on work and finances. The mother, once dedicated to her family, spent all her time buying luxury items to learn more about the art of craftsmanship. The daughter, absorbed in her expensive travels, no longer cared about the family or made time for them. As a result, the family grew apart with little communication or shared moments. Each person living in their own world, disconnected from the others. One day, the family needed to travel to another land to expand their business. They hoped the journey would bring new opportunities for wealth. But soon, obstacles began to emerge, revealing the cracks in their relationship. Firstly, they stopped at a village to rest and trade goods along the way. The father disagreed, as he wanted to continue on their journey and make deals quickly. He believed the sooner they moved on, the better their chances of success. The mother was more interested in resting, wanting to enjoy the scenery. She believed that experiencing the beauty of nature would enhance her artistic skills. The daughter, on the other hand, saw the village as an opportunity to find new personal ventures. She wasn't as interested in the family business and was more focused on her own aspiration. Each of them had different goals and no one could agree on the next step. The disagreement quickly escalated into a heated argument. Then, after a long day of working and traveling, the family was exhausted. They found a cave to rest. However, none of them wanted to spend time with the family. The father was driven by his need to continue making money. He busied himself with thinking about new trade ideas to make in a new country. Feeling anxious about missing opportunities if they stayed in one place too long, the mother still couldn't stop thinking about her art. Instead of resting, she pulled out her supplies and began to work on a piece of artwork, determined to keep creating. The daughter, feeling disconnected from the whole business, wandered off on her own. She didn't think it was important to be with her family anymore, and instead took the time to explore the forest nearby. In the end, no one reached out to one another, and the gap between them only grew wider. Finally, when they arrived at a small town and needed to decide where to set up their shop, the family faced another disagreement. The father wanted to buy as many items as possible from the local market, hoping to study them and improve their products. He believed that understanding the local goods would give them an edge in business. The mother, however, had a different idea. She wanted to organize a grand event to showcase her beautiful artworks, hoping to attract attention and impress the townspeople with her skill and creativity. The daughter, on the other hand, had her own plans. She was keen to expand their trade by making new friends and working with new people, wanting to find her own path to success. Each member had a different vision of how to move forward, and they couldn't agree on a plan. The tension between them grew, and instead of working together, they found themselves too tired and frustrated to find a solution. On top of everything, they realized they were no longer a united family. And without harmony, they would lose both their wealth and the love they once shared. After facing too many conflicts and obstacles, the family decided to stop and sit down together for an honest conversation. The father admitted that he had become too focused on making money and had neglected the importance of family. He recognized that his obsession with money and success had made him forget about the emotional needs of his loved ones. The mother realized that she had been too absorbed in her art and had stopped paying attention to the feelings of her husband and daughter. She understood that her desire for perfection had led her to ignore the simple moments. Her daughter shared that she had become too focused on the world outside. She admitted that she had forgotten how important her family was. All three of them realized that love and connection in the family were far more important than money or outside success. What was meant to be a business trip turned into a family vacation. They spent their days relaxing, enjoying local food, and dancing together to the rhythm of the music. At night, they laid under the stars, laughing and talking, reconnecting in a way they hadn't in years. The trip, originally filled with tension, became a beautiful memory, showing them that spending time with loved ones was the most valuable thing of all. From that moment on, their family returned to a place of unity and understanding, rebuilding their family and their wealth. They had learned a lesson: family is the foundation of everything. No amount of money or success could replace the love and support that family brings. Let me explain some new words from these stories. Humble. Humble. Brilliant. Brilliant. Skilled. Skilled. Careful. Careful. Handmade. handmade, eager, eager, hardworking, hardworking, successful, successful, beloved, beloved, respected, respected, admired, admired, distant, distant, absorbed, absorbed, disagreed, disagreed, tension, tension, exhausted, exhausted, frustrated, frustrated, harmony, harmony, obsession, obsession, perfection, perfection, conflict, conflict, reconnect, reconnect, vacation, vacation, relaxing, relaxing, aspiration, aspiration, opportunities, opportunities, adventure, adventure, impress, impress, unity, unity, foundation, foundation. Lastly, let's answer the following questions. Question 1. Who were the main characters in the story? Answer: the father, the mother, and their young daughter. Question 2. What did the father, mother, and daughter do to make money? Answer: they started a small business, with the father finding old items, the mother restoring them, and the daughter helping to sell them. Question 3. How did the family feel when they became rich and successful? Answer: they were admired and respected by the village, and their hard work paid off. Question 4. What happened after the family became wealthy? Answer: each family member became focused on their personal goals, and they grew distant from each other. Question 5. What caused the family to have disagreements during their journey? Answer: they had different ideas about what to do. Father wanted to work, mother wanted to focus on art, and the daughter wanted to explore. Question 6. What was the turning point for the family during their trip? Answer: they had an honest conversation and admitted their mistakes. Question 7. What did the family do at the end of their trip? Answer: they relaxed together, enjoying local food, dancing, and reconnecting under the stars. They realized that spending time with family was the most valuable thing. Today's story is very meaningful, right? Do you like listening to short stories? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Now, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Leave a comment on what you would like to learn next. See you next time. Goodbye.